Blessings and love to you. Thanks for joining me here on the channel. We're studying the lessons of A Course in Miracles, and today we are on lesson number 356. Sickness is but another name for sin. Healing is but another name for God. The miracle is thus a call to Him. Father, you promised you would never fail to answer any call your Son might make to you. It does not matter where he is, what seems to be his problem, nor what he believes he has become. He is your Son, and you will answer him. The miracle reflects your love, and thus it answers him. Your name replaces every thought of sin, and who is sinless cannot suffer pain. Your name gives answer to your Son, because to call your name is but to call his own. Amen. So if you're watching today, it is December 21st, 2024, and this is the winter solstice. And for me, this lesson, because it mentions sickness and sin, it just takes me into another synchronistic space, because today I've been dealing with feelings of sadness and crying a lot. Last night was crying a lot, and there is no event that precipitated this. And it's almost like I'm in a state of gratitude because I don't identify it as sickness. Mental sickness, I guess, or emotional sickness it would be, but I don't identify it as that. I actually feel like I chose to come into this incarnation in a female form, and the place where our solar system is in space and the exact way that the stars are aligned is something that I'm connecting with and embodying right now. And also, this is a couple days before my moon time begins, my menstrual cycle, which is scheduled, if it goes off, as planned on Christmas Day. And so it's so easy to pathologize what's going on in my body. And women, I'm 46 years old, and so women are advised in some cases by their medical professionals that premenopause and menopause are sicknesses, and you have these symptoms, and you can take medicines or hormones and do all these activities to heal yourself from this sickness, of which is actually a very beautiful and used to be celebrated stage of a woman's life. And so I think what's happening for me on this particular solstice is I'm able to be in the presence of a spectrum of emotions and not have a story about it, not judge it, that I can embrace it, let it flow freely, and know that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, feeling exactly what I'm supposed to feel, which is reminding me that I'm in union with all of humanity, with my Creator, and with the universe. So to me, I feel like this lesson was a great time for me to pause and reflect on, what do these words mean to me? Sickness being a synonym for sin, and healing being a synonym for God. It just draws my attention into where I feel like my practice is, which right now when I'm in meditation, I feel an emptiness of thought. So the things that I would prefer to be feeling don't come to mind, and the things I'm trying to avoid or stay away from don't come to mind. It's just a space of spaciousness and expansion. And it feels really different than I used to feel when I would go into meditation. So I've repeated this a few times, but this year the lessons feel like they're coming more into my body, but not in a way that reinforces the existence of the body. I believe that my body is just a temporary place that I may not even actually be in, but it's helping me have love for this vessel in this dream state or whatever we're doing here in the illusion. I feel much more okay and safe and at peace with what this is all about and where I am. And reading here that calling on God's name is but to call on my own is also kind of reaffirming this idea that we have God within our hearts, and it appears that we're in bodies right now. And so this is a place where God can live. And sure, my ego may suggest some thoughts and some behaviors from time to time that I can happily ignore. But for the most part, it feels like God lives in this body, and that I'm able to just observe the miracle of creation in this earth plane and be at peace. So I really pray that for you, particularly on the solstice. I think it's a day where a lot can come up for you. The energy seems to be pretty high. There's a lot of chaos that you may be encountering, and it's all just an opportunity to notice and observe and not be attached, not to judge or criticize yourself, but just, ask Spirit if there's a message you need to hear, or if you're just meant to observe a sensation and be disconnected from whatever the medical meaning is or whatever your judgment is, that we can just be at peace today. So I decided I wanted to just do a little bit of our third eye bowl today, so that we can remember that we can call on God and the God that's within us to be with us and help us make sense of our idea and our definition of sin and sickness. And why does the Course say that these two things are synonymous? Can we forgive ourselves for thinking that we're so sick and so messed up? Do we believe that we're capable of healing our minds and healing our bodies? How much of our identity is associated with this physical structure that we're inside of, allegedly? And what does it really mean when you're calling on God's name, but you're really calling on yourself? What does that mean to you? How does that feel? Does it resonate, or does it make you want to run out the room right now? Can you be at peace with knowing that you are God? Can you imagine that your prayers are being heard by you? Sickness is but another name for sin. Healing is but another name for God. The miracle is thus a call to Him. Stay tuned in today. Allow your third eye to remain open and receptive, because when you do call out, you will receive an answer. Much love to you. Thanks for joining me here today, and I'll see you back here again on the next video.